Welcome to another edition of Pittsburgh Sportsline live in the BPTV studios. Thanks for watching us. I'm Al Levine, the Talking Machine. Got my co-host back from his quadruple bypass, Smoking Jim Frazier. We got sports for you tonight. You can watch us. You're watching us on Verizon 32 everywhere in Bethel Park and the Pittsburgh area, from Nemacolin to Cranberry Wexford. We appreciate that. And Comcast 7 only in Bethel Park. That's the rules. That's how Comcast divided up. We appreciate all our fans. Thanks for saying you watch us. Running the people at Aldi's. Hey, Talking Machine. I go, how do you know who I am? They go, I watch you with my husband. I go, oh, that's nice. Thanks for being fans of our show. Everybody that has done that. Speaking of fans, Smoking Jim, we're at 6,467 likes on Facebook. I don't know if Jay keeps track of that anymore, but it's because of him that I announce it out there. That's the highest we've ever been, 6,467. So appreciate all the likes. Thanks for watching our show and then liking us on Facebook. Really appreciate it. I have some propaganda. As we know, I show every week. I'm going to hit the mark that Devin put in here. Rivers Rumble at the casino. We've been putting this up for a month. Angelo Magnone's the Made Men Promotions. Fights are Saturday night. We'll be there, right by the river. Smoking Jim and I can't wait. Should be a great night of fights. Check it out. Got some Bethel Park Historical Society. The Schoolhouse Arts and History Center. Donate $1, something, anything. It's right with the trolley there. They've been doing a lot of work around there. New windows are going in. Some remodeling going on. Different stores and businesses rented out. Check it out. The Schoolhouse Arts and History Center. We always end the show with Stay Joey Strong. Here's Joey before his 9th birthday. He didn't quite make it. He had DIPG, which is a brain cancer. They're trying to find what causes it, get a cure for it. All donations go to this 501c3, the Joey Favis Childhood Cancer Foundation. Check it out. Go online. They got a flea market coming up this weekend, I think it is. You have to look online. They promote it. Joey Favis Childhood Cancer Flea Market. Check that out. Then, man, that pizza we had was great. Olive Oil's Pizzeria right here at Hillcrest. They're the sponsor of our show tonight. Frank is the owner. Thank you, Frank. We're going to be doing a show in Brookline. They opened up a new one in Brookline Boulevard. Wait till you see that place, Smoking Jim. It's a great place. But the pizza right here is 412-831-1900. Give them a call. Tell them the Talking Machine sent you there. They were pumping out pizzas like you couldn't believe there. Shelly, this little girl, young lady, was working, slicing and cutting everything up. So Dave Cable likes to have fun at my expense. We got Uncle Al instead of Uncle Sam. I want you to be a volunteer for BPTV. We got Devin Shea. We got Steve all the way from Baldwin. We got Ethan come in tonight. They're all there in the control room. Nobody's on the cameras. Devin set the cameras. How do we look, folks? I want you for BPTV. Check it out. Come on out. Give us a call. 412-831-3304. Talk to Dave. Another promotion. I'm a trustee with the Bethel Park Community Foundation. There's money for you doing good things in the community with kids and people. You can get from $100 to $5,000. Contact www.bpcf.org. Go online, get an application, apply for some money there for your group and organization in Bethel Park. Got some Pittsburgh Thunderbird Ultimate Disc Frisbee tickets. No, Smoking Jim, these aren't Penguin tickets. They play at George Couple Stadium. They got a couple more games left. Let's see when they're even playing here. Wow, we got Sunday at Couple Stadium, June 25th, 2 p.m.
That might be a
This
good one to go
this
to.
Saturday, or no, Sunday that is. Smoking Jim, you might have to take a ticket.
Yeah.
We'll work that out. All right, now we're going to go to What's on Your Mind, Smoking Jim Frazier.
Thanks, Al Levine, the talking machine. And if you want the green,
Here's the
got
green.
the C. Levine.
Thanks, buddy.
Hey, I got this sign that Devin Shea made. Jim put it on, and I think he was referring to this hat that he bought me. I love this hat, my favorite hat. Thanks again, Devin.
That's a nice looking hat, and that shirt goes with it perfectly.
It does.
You look strong
I
in the
got the
neighborhood.
Pittsburgh Sports Line shirt. Appreciate it.
That fits you pretty well after your hospital stay. You know that.
Well,
It
whenever,
was a little tight last time I saw it on you.
yeah, I couldn't wear it. I had to wear the bigger one. You know?
Unbelievable.
But I want everybody to know I do start cardiac rehab on Monday at 7:30 in the morning.
Well, you missed it by about a month.
Yeah, I went to tour the facilities today and want to give a shout out to Haley, who showed me around and asked me, was there anything I couldn't do? I told her no, but there's a lot that I ain't going to do.
I'll tell Haley, watch the show. He's the only guy I know the 225 40 times. Of course, it was over 40 days that he didn't do a quarter there like they do at the NFL. He can do it. He just got to put his mind to it.
They got those big super balls that they roll out and you do sit-ups and all that on.
Big super balls.
I won't be doing that.
Why not? Got to keep you loose.
Certain things I'm
Well,
not
I'm glad
gonna
you
do.
start Monday. Where's it at?
It's in a town outside of Monroeville. You
Get
know,
out.
It starts with an M. But anywho,
Murraysville. Thanks for the update, Smoking Jim.
Thank you, sir. What's on my mind is Marc-Andre Fleury versus Andrew Bad Hair Day McCutchen. And a lot of the Pirate baseball fans are wondering why Marc-Andre Fleury is given a king's farewell, but Andrew McCutchen, who many experts are predicting that he'll be traded before the trade deadline, will not be shown the same hometown appreciation. And it's because in Pittsburgh, it's how you perform in the postseason. Marc-Andre Fleury, 3 Stanley Cup championships. Andrew Bad Hair Day McCutchen, 0 RBIs.
One thing I got to correct.
0 home
His hair
runs.
actually looks pretty good. And he's hitting over 400 since they moved
If it
him.
look good, I want to see you coming. But in the playoffs, he has 0 career RBIs and 0 home runs. And it's just like Barry Bonds. Barry Bonds, one of the greatest players of all time, never performed well in the playoffs and not really welcome when he comes back here to Pittsburgh. And that's the difference, and that's what's on my mind.
Thanks, Smoking Jim Frazier. And tomorrow, the Golden Knights will probably pick up Marc-Andre Fleury with the expansion draft.
Face of Vegas.
Yeah, he's going to be it.
His Testarossa look good out there.
Really?
He got a lot of daughters. I don't know if I want to raise my daughters in Las Vegas.
Really? Well, that's Smoking Jim's opinion, folks. Love it or leave it. And the bad hair, we can't even see Smoking Jim's hair, so who the heck is he talking about hair? Thanks to Zazu for my cut. Marianne, appreciate the cut. Can't do anything about the color, but that's what it is, so thank you. What's on my mind is I was looking on Facebook, and there's this thing called Facebook Live. And I see 2 of my friends doing interviews. Smoking Jim Frazier and Jody Velasquez are interviewing some guests of mine from the Pittsburgh Thunderbird, the ultimate Frisbee disc league. And I even texted my man, got no response back because he had some phone trouble. But it was actually a good show. Got to see it. It was out of the PCTV studio. Had stadium right behind them, or background, looked good. And they even had some good talk about the ultimate Frisbee disc. So it was nice to see my friends on Facebook Live. I may have to do that for a show, pump it up. But all our shows are archived on YouTube, so I don't see the need for it. And we're seen every Tuesday through Saturday night, 7 o'clock to 8. On Monday mornings we're seen. Sunday they put us up there. So Dave Cable keeps us out there in the public, so we appreciate that. And that's what's on my mind. You never know with this Facebook Live, everybody's got it.
Stanley Cup champion Pittsburgh Penguins.
Sid, it's my boy.
Way to go.
Yeah, let's go, Red!
Tip your hat for me so that everybody in Bethel Park can take a look at that.
We're calling here to get to this point. Thank you so much for your support. We couldn't do it without you. That Game 5 is something I think we'll all remember. So thanks for all your support. Thanks for showing up today.
Thanks. Another win, bringing it home. We're really hoping for like the triple. We want to be the first team to do that. It'll be great.
Hey, thanks, Al Levine, the Talking Machine. Appreciate my main man, Devin Shea. And a little fiction and fact from Smoking Jim's Almanac. And since my main man Chip's not here, I'll take a little extra time with it. I believe that Chip, I don't know if he's at the Power game or L2.
He's cutting grass.
Wildcats. Okay.
It's real simple.
Duty calls. He definitely has the nicest yard in his neighborhood. The greatest all-time quarterback list came out with by Gil Brandt. He's 84 years old now, and he's a former general manager of the Dallas Cowboys back when Tom Landry and the Cowboys had great teams and championship teams in the 70s.
Who cares?
And he
Go
came
Steelers.
out, and he's still, even at this advanced age, he's still a really good scout. And even though he just is a consultant to some teams, but he came out with his top 16 quarterbacks of all time, and I'll read them in reverse order. Number 16, Drew Brees. Number 15, Jim Kelly. Number 14, my main man, Fran Tarkington. 13, Warren Moon, only black on the list.
Really?
12, Sammy Ball. Number 11, Troy Aikman. Number 10, Terry Bradshaw. Number 9, Dan Marino, back-to-back Pittsburgh guys.
Wow.
Number 8, Roger the Dodger Staubach. Number 7, another Pittsburgh guy, Johnny Unitas.
Yeah.
Number 6, who plays like a Pittsburgh star, Brett Favre. Number 5, John Elway. Number 4, Otto Graham. Number 3, Joe Montana. Number 2, Peyton Manning. And number 1, Tom Brady. And the reason that I really
Just spit it out.
went through the list was because last year I had the honor of having dinner and interviewing Terry Bradshaw along with his third wife. And Terry Bradshaw refused to talk about Big Ben when we did our interview, although he did say that Joe Gilliam was a better quarterback than him. And in my opinion, Terry Bradshaw and John Elway had two of the best, strongest arms. I mean, you're talking about, people say rifleman, bazooka, whatever. These guys could really break the webbing in your hands. But I've always considered Big Ben Roethlisberger a better quarterback than Terry Bradshaw, although Terry's deserving to be on this list. So if Terry Bradshaw is 10, then Big Ben, in my opinion, should be somewhere listed in the top 10.
Well, he'd be your number 17th pick in there.
Well, he would be higher than Bradshaw.
Right,
So he
but I'm
would
saying
be,
then there'd be 17
yeah, there'd
instead
be
of
17
16.
instead of 16.
And where'd he come up with 16 instead of top 10?
Yeah.
He went to your school.
He went to my school.
Because then I heard there was a top 100 running backs list that come out.
Wow.
And Franco Harris was nowhere to be found on it.
I find that hard to believe.
Yeah,
Really?
they said, it come out. I don't know who had it. I just happened to hear it on the fan.
Top 100 players or running backs?
Running backs.
Wow.
I didn't stutter, buddy.
Wow.
Got right to the point.
Yeah.
Running backs.
There's no way. No way. He's in.
Franco wasn't on
He
it.
got to be in top 10 in every running back.
I'm just
list.
saying.
Wow.
Yeah, you have to
wonder-
research that.
Who put it out?
Gilbrandt. no, I don't know. I don't know.
But Jerome Bettis is in Israel right now, and he's saying that NFL did him some injustice on concussion. So he must have went around Tony Dorsett and came up with this.
Why did he get concussed?
Yeah,
The way he
I
hit
guess.
people, he had to be concussed.
All of a sudden, these guys is seeing that $1 billion class action suit, and all of a sudden.
Well, I think seriously, it's affecting their lives, and they're getting angry with certain things and responses they're making to kids, and things bother them.
Wow. Well, I know.
Like, look how stubborn you are.
Well,
Imagine if you were hitting that head of yours a few more times.
Well, I believe in the Mike Ditka school of thought. Mike Ditka said he got everything he's gotten that he's achieved is because of football, and he'd do it all over again. And these guys lived a great life. They closed
Well, he gets
up
a
lot
little
of bars.
crazy. Ditka gets a little crazy out there. So.
Yeah. I mean, I think that these guys should now benefits. I agree they should be getting some benefits, but as far as they knew the risk and they had the glory, and to me they're just a piece of meat. So.
Understand that. You're like the Emperor of Rome. Rome in the Colosseum.
That's it.
You haven't mentioned that lately. Before you were in the hospital, you used to talk about that back in the day. They're all pieces of meat. You have no sympathy for them.
None.
Well, at least you stayed the same. Can't wait till you start therapy and they start beating you up. That'll be good.
Trust me, they ain't gonna beat me up.
Well, Smokin' Jim, thanks for your fiction and fact from Smokin' Jim's Almanac.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks for the control room for the On Location with Al Levine, the talking machine. We're going to be on location. I got to get a hold of Jeffrey Park. We haven't connected yet, but we're looking July 17th. Smokin' Jim does this thing called the Pittsburgh Sportsline Hall of Fame. I have no voting. I have nothing to do with it whatsoever, except I get to interview the guests, maybe, possibly. And he's working on that feverishly. You got to get that straightened out. So this week I hope to talk to Jeff and try to lock that date down. And by the way, Smokin' Jim has a birthday. We don't know how old he is, but it's July 17th like it's been every year. So I won't tell him when my birthday is, June 30th, because he seems to forget it each year. It's always something. But that's our On Location story. Check it out. Hollywood Lanes is a great facility. They do bands. They have all kind of events there. Just a great location. Check us out. And we'll give you that date for sure when we find out later this week. So take care, and we'll be back shortly.
I've shown an interest in making home movies. Me and some buddies would just grab a camera and you just start making these videos, and then you realize at some point that this isn't just a hobby anymore. It's something that you actually want to pursue, and there's this great facility right down the road. BPTV. A lot of people will try to do these productions on their own, and one of the things they don't have is the equipment, you know. But right here is everything she needs in one nice little bundle. There's lights, cameras, reflectors, dollies, all kinds of little knickknacks. Like anything that you'd want to use that you would need for a production, you have it right here. Like it's all right here. You can make your own feature movie just with the stuff from this studio. Come meet Dave Cable, let him show you around, and I think you'll realize that this is something that you could fall into regardless of your level of expertise, whether you're a beginner or even if you're a more advanced learner. There's something here for everyone, and I feel that you just need to come through and just be a part of the experience and just watch and learn, and you know, let Dave be your guide.
Thanks, Chief. I hope you had your dessert. I know you're watching us. Enjoy that dessert. We got a little bucko talk. Smoking Jim already talked about bad hair Kutch. He didn't mention that he's hitting over 400 since they moved him to the 6th spot.
Proud of him.
You thought he'd never hit again. Then you missed the whole bucko team. Their team average is 291. They're second in the league right now.
Wow.
How did you miss that?
I did miss it.
Man.
I know Mercer's killer.
He's number 2 in the whole league.
And he's batting 8th. That's almost impossible.
It just shows you they got some talent and skills there. And then last night, if you watch the game, they won a game 8-1. Garrett Cole only allowed 1 run in 7 innings. And we scored 8. Kutch had a 2-run homer. I mean, that haircut, his strength seems still there.
Yeah,
it's unusual.
He's batting 246 for the season.
A little higher than that. Somehow you missed that. It's in the 250s now. But yeah, he's had a heck of a streak since he went to the 6th position in the order.
Yeah, I'm proud of him.
I'm glad you are. You didn't watch him or see him, but
no more pouting.
No, he's just pounding the ball. He's pounding that ball.
That's good.
And then Polanco, once in a while he hits the ball. Sometimes he don't. 25 years old, hasn't figured it out yet. So, and it's an adventure out in the outfield. But the Buccos are 32-38. They're playing the first place Brewers. They're behind like 5.5 games or so. So they got 3 more games with them. They could get to within a couple games of them. Make a race out of this. I can't believe personally that they're still in the race and that the Brewers are number 1. I don't think the Brewers will last as number 1 in the division because we got one of the weakest divisions out there. The Cubs haven't done much this year. For all you Cubs people, Smoking Jim and the rest that thought they'd be 100 wins so far, they didn't play 100 games yet, but the Buccos still have a chance. They might do it after this series, be a couple games out, buddy.
Ain't bad.
So there's some good Bucco talk out there, good hitting, good playing there. So we'll have to just keep watching the Buccos. Maybe they'll close this gap and by All-Star be at least at 500.
Now, would you, the way Andrew McCutchen is playing right now, and Sterling Marte's not back yet, would you still consider trading him this season?
They've thrown his name out there. There's going to be a trade.
Okay.
The better he hits, the better the rewards are. The way he's playing, he's back like he was in his MVP years.
Yeah.
So he's hitting the heck out of the ball, and maybe he'll field a little better out in the outfield. So he's doing that. Yeah, they'll trade him, no doubt.
How is Mercer doing in the 8th spot? You're not seeing any good pitches when you're hitting 8th because the pitcher is 9th. So
no, they want to get you out. You're seeing pitches. Wow. They're throwing the ball to you.
Is that right?
Yeah.
I always thought the opposite.
No, they throw some good pitches to that 8th batter. Definitely. They want to have they know they got the 9th batter as an easy out.
Yeah.
So they want to get him out ahead of time. He's just coming on strong. Mercer's a good defensive player. He's the leader of their defense, and he's killing the ball.
How's first base coming along with
Josh Bell's getting better.
Okay.
He's making some good fielding plays because he works at it every day.
Easiest position to play.
Oh, you're so far off base that it's ridiculous.
Well, name an easier position
Kevin
to play.
Young was a first baseman, a good
Dead
defensive.
splits. Dead splits.
Was a good defensive player. He's been coaching Bell.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's
back.
been working with him.
Wow.
Yeah, there's a lot of things you miss. You just like to say that stuff because for sensationalism. Now that you're back healthy, I can pick on you a little bit.
Easier position in baseball to play than first base. I'm not saying it's totally easy. I mean, you got to keep your foot on the bag while you catch the ball.
How did Pedro fail with that?
He didn't fail.
He failed at it. Let me interrupt you again. Pedro failed at first base. Yes,
okay,
he was terrible.
I mean, just because he
all
failed
around the league, his reputation was terrible at first.
Well,
you must have missed that.
I did miss it, but just say
you were busy.
Just say that's true. That still doesn't mean that it's not the easiest position in baseball to play. Can you name an easier position to play?
Some people say right field. Look, when you're playing baseball, they stuck you in right field. You said you were Roberto Clemente. You thought it was a compliment. Nobody hit the ball to right field. We played 6 games. We didn't have 9 players. We didn't even have a right fielder. So I go to right field.
Okay.
First base, you need a guy to catch a ball. You need a guy to throw a ball once in a while for a DP and other plays that come up. Yeah, I just think you're totally mistaken. You are a great NFL scout. You watch film all the time. You pick up these tendencies of players that shouldn't be where they are. But that first base thing, there's some issues there.
Willie Stargell was fat and played first base for years.
Yeah, but he actually could field the ball, and he was pretty flexible. So some of that went over your head and his head. But
where did Babe Ruth play? First base?
Outfield.
Even when he got older?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, he got chubby and older. And
still played the outfield?
Yeah.
Right field?
Yeah. He was right out there. You catch on, Smoking Jim Frazier. Yeah. Now that's our baseball report with the opinion of the NFL scout, Smoking Jim Frazier. Buccos before the All-Star break are going to give a run at 500. We need that starting pitching to come through. Starting tonight, hopefully. We'll see. Hey, what's the word in the Steeler camp or anything?
Well,
I know you got your ear to the grindstone there to find out stuff.
Well, the biggest news for the Steelers right now is Antonio Brown had a meeting with the commissioner, Roger Goodell. And
was he twerking him?
He put it on FaceTime, and Roger Goodell says, I'm on Snapchat. Let the dancing begin. So they relaxed the rules for end zone celebration.
He's still not going to be able to twerk.
No, he won't be able to twerk, but he'll be able to do a lot of stuff. And Roger Goodell is definitely behind him on it. Let the dancing begin.
Why do you think he's behind it? Because he changes his mind so many times. I might think he might end it after the first week. How's he going to stay with it?
Well, he can't stay on top of the dancing because he's too busy giving James Harrison a PED test every time.
No, but that's easy. James goes online and shows what he's lifting, and they say no normal man can do that.
That's true.
And he's only spending $1,000 a day to stay healthy.
Wow. Wow.
You ought to get some of his cash.
Well, I tell you what, that's you got to give him credit for
$1,000 a day.
Yeah, that's only $365,000 a year. So, I mean, that's a drop in the bucket compared to what he's making. You know, that's just the money that he was sending home to his wife and kids. He just cut that.
No.
He just, while he's in Arizona, he just cut that. Hey, you got to live off about $1,000 a week instead of $1,000 a day.
Wow.
So
I can't believe your logic. You cut him right out. You threw that brother right under the bus.
Yes, he will sell those participation trophies now. needs the loot.
He don't have any. He don't have any participation trophies there. It's crazy. Hey, speaking of some different sports, how about the NBA? The GM for the Cavs, they fired him. 3 consecutive championship finals. How do you fire a guy like that?
That's ridiculous. Disrespectful. Anything that you can, muster up. I mean, it reminds me of the era with Bum Phillips. The Houston Oilers was a great, great team, probably the second best team in the NFL. And just because
After the Steelers,
and just because you couldn't beat the Super Bowl Steelers, you're going to fire the coach and break up the team. That's crazy.
What about their running back, Earl Campbell?
Earl Campbell, who was still running good when he was still in his prime when Bum got fired. But I look at it this way: that's why I have a lot of respect for the Pittsburgh Steelers. This is a team that knows their place.
Steelers, I just want to notify you that from all the disrespect that he's talked about, he has a lot of respect tonight for you.
They have a lot of respect.
I can't wait to hear this.
Because the Pittsburgh Steelers is an organization under Kevin Colbert and Mike Tomlin who knows their place. And their place is second fiddle to the New England Patriots. They're not going out there trying to acquire players that will defeat New England. They're not trying to break up their salary cap. They're not firing coaches.
This sounds disrespectful.
They're not firing coaches or general managers. They are happy and satisfied being Miss Universe.
You don't even know what they come up with.
The runner-up. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Put it like
You're
this.
still selling tickets.
You
Selling
just threw it
merchandise.
in reverse there, and it was disrespectful to the Steelers that they're not trying to win the Super Bowl. They try to win the Super Bowl every year.
Do they?
That's what they say.
Okay, because like I said, the Houston Oilers in the same situation broke up their team, where the Pittsburgh Steelers are just saying, hey, we're just not as good as them. Gronkowski, who was injured, spent $100,000 on champagne in Las Vegas this past weekend.
How do you know that?
He's celebrating. And so he's not worried about the Pittsburgh Steelers. Tom Brady.
What does he worry about?
Tom Brady's rated the #1 quarterback of all time. He looked like he still got 2-3 more good years in him. So the Pittsburgh Steelers are just saying, hey, ain't nothing wrong with making the playoffs and going to Foxborough and getting beat.
But I thought they changed their defense. They're going to go man-to-man.
Wow.
With the players they have now, they're going to go man-to-man.
They're getting rid
That's what I'm hearing out of the camp.
Yeah, we heard that
What
last
kind of
year.
talk is this?
We heard that last year.
Tell me the truth.
We heard that last
I think you
year,
speak
too.
with a forked tongue.
I'm just saying, hey, I got to
I'm listening to what they're saying.
Yeah, I got to commend them.
They said that zone that they played was soft because of the players that they had, and now they got players that are going to do man-to-man. They just come out with this stuff.
Wow. To play man-to-man, you got to actually have people that can get to the quarterback, and that's been a problem.
How can they say this?
Yeah, so that's been a problem with the Pittsburgh Steelers. They don't have enough players that in position to get to the quarterback. Now, if you put Shazier at right outside linebacker and T.J. Watt in the middle,
they're not doing that.
Then you would have players that could get.
But they just said that they're going to change their defense against New England to man-to-man.
Wow.
I don't know where you were. You were in the hospital. This was after you come out.
Well, those white receivers from New England will toast the Steelers man-to-man. Don't disrespect the white
Can't believe
receivers.
it took you this long to throw the race card out there. I'm shocked.
Those white guys can run and jump.
Name one of them.
Edelman.
Okay, fair enough.
And who's that other guy that you
I
found
don't know.
off
I
the
forget
street?
his
Remember,
name.
he killed us, huh?
And they're not that tall.
No, they're good though.
How do they catch
And they got
the
the
ball?
playoff beard.
Yeah, they got nice beards.
You can't beat them with the playoff beard. Just ask the Penguins.
Yeah, they had some nice beards.
Yeah, a lot of brothers can't grow beards.
No. Where's your beard at?
Hard to have a playoff beard, man, with your brother.
Wow. Smoking Jim, I learned more stuff on this show. Folks, I hope you learned this. I hope you're watching closely and listening, grow a playoff beard, Jim. We need a little beard here with that baby face. These are great insights, buddy. Yeah, but the Steelers are talking about man-to-man coverage against New England.
Wow.
They realize they have to do that.
They draft a cornerback in the 3rd round and the 6th round, so all of a sudden they can play man-to-man against two Pro Bowl caliber.
Here's what I'm telling you.
receivers.
I listen to all these shows. Watch this, and I'm hearing. They come out and said man-to-man. They're going to play man-to-man.
We'll see.
I don't know what they based it on.
Yeah.
Because you got to have some guys with speed and coverage ability. But that's what they said they're going to do differently.
Hang them out.
Not
the
play
drive.
that soft zone
Yeah.
where he picked us apart.
Well, they got the one kid that's coming back that's still a rookie, basically.
Who's that?
He got hurt the last 2 years, cornerback that he drafted in the 2nd round.
Well, that doesn't matter. He's not
2
even going to
years
be with
back.
the team.
Yeah, so maybe he'll get hurt again, you know.
Well, he won't be
Free
on
money.
it.
Well, if you get hurt, they got to pay you for a year.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
Except how's he going to play man-to-man?
Yeah, that's right.
I'm just going by what they're saying.
Yeah.
They wouldn't lie to us, would
Well-
they? Just like they've been rebuilding for how many years?
And you're the only one that was calling that. Nobody else was even predicting it. But the one thing I can say is no matter what they do, they should be able to improve on being the 30th ranked defense in the league. So
How can you say that?
anything that they change should help. They can't really go any further down.
Oh, what was your grade in the draft? D plus?
D plus, yeah. D plus.
How does that help?
It doesn't.
Okay,
It
now that
doesn't.
we got that clarified, how are they going to improve from 30th in the league?
Well, you can't hardly go down any worse. Yeah,
A couple spots.
Yeah, a couple spots. Wow, that'd be bad. But I think the best defense sometimes is a great offense. And with Martavius Bryant, they should be able to hold on to the football a little longer this year.
You think?
Yeah.
If they stay healthy.
Yeah, if they stay healthy, that's the key. Big Ben's now talking to Martavius Bryant. He refused to talk to him there for about a month or two. So they're talking now. So
Well, the
Yeah.
drama queen had to play that out, so
Yeah.
he did.
proud of Big Ben.
Why?
He's talking to Martavius.
Who cares whether they talk or not? They got to play on the field. Is he going to throw him the ball?
And Martavius is just a beast out there. If he's not Pro Bowl, if he's not an All-Pro receiver this year, I want to have an investigation. Yeah.
But will he pass the drug test?
Well, he had a baby, and so there's no.
He's got responsibilities.
So and he's living with his girlfriend, so she doesn't allow any smoking in the house. So that's
How do you know that?
So that's 50% of the time.
How do
He
you
only got to
know
worry
that?
about going outside the house. So 50% of his day, there's no way he can smoke. So now we just got to concentrate on the other 50%. So I'm guessing that he will not. He will stay.
I need you to verify these facts.
Because now he has to. He has a kid now.
yeah,
That we
Can't smoke in the house.
He has one kid that he's admitting to, and so he has responsibilities.
Antonio
now.
Brown got about 5 of them. So
Oh, I mean, he got them all over the place. Yeah, I mean, you can't.
he's
go
the
down,
father of our country.
You
now.
can't go down. You can't go down to Florida without seeing a lot of kids that look just like him. So,
Really?
oh yeah, you can trip over him. But
I've heard that about AP.
Yeah, if they had his haircut. I mean, it's hard to deny, but and that's why they kicked him off of Dancing with the Stars.
Why?
Oh
Too
my
many
goodness,
kids.
he was on those. He was on the women. He was on them. They had to boot him out of there. He should have won. He had the talent to win it, but they said, "Oh my goodness, no, no, this man wants to do the cha-cha 24 days, 24 hours a day." So they had to boot him out of there. But and then that's where he learned how to twerk. But anyhow.
Boy, did you go off subject there.
Yeah, but Martavius Bryant needs a new contract for his family. So I think that's enough incentive to at least play well this year, get that new contract, and then celebrate with Snoop Dogg.
Well, then he won't be around much longer.
But I got good news.
I'm waiting.
Speaking of Snoop Dogg, on Monday, me and our buddy, a friend of the show, Gabrielle Baker, the touchdown maker we're going to go eat lunch, and we're going to go see Tupac's new movie.
Are you?
All Eyes on Me, so I can't wait to see it.
You find out the real story.
Well, I actually seen it already, but I won't say who I already went with. So keep that a secret. But
You know
me
this
and
is
Gab-
broadcast everywhere.
Yeah, me and Gabby will be going on Monday. So I'll act like I'm seeing it for the first time, which a lot of it I will be because, you know, I'm not that much into music. And there's a lot of stuff they were showing on when I seen it the first time, as soon as it came out,
Yeah.
that I didn't
Illegally.
realize.
Illegally, you saw it. You saw it illegally.
No, I seen it good. Me and friend of the show, Mariah Torres, went and enjoyed the show. But but there's a lot of MC this, MC that rappers that I didn't know who they were. So this time, I'll probably need to see it about 4 or 5 times to really know.
I wonder who else is going with Smoking Jim Frazier.
I'm going to see it a lot.
Look for the sweeties for Jimmy. He's getting back and getting healthy. He'll be working out Monday.
Sad news, though.
He just gave us good news.
Maria Torres broke the news. I'm happy for her.
Okay, what happened?
But on July 1st, she's moving to New York to be full-time model. So congratulations. She was in California there for a while doing well, modeling. Now she came back to Pittsburgh and she's
There goes all those TV shows you were doing.
yeah, she's rededicating herself and she's going to New York and I think she's going to make it big there.
Well, she lost all her baby weight.
Yes, she did. Yes, she did. Still got the butt, but can't lose it all.
Thanks for your scouting report, Smoking Jim Frazier.
And,
Does she still do an exercise show?
Yeah, she still does the exercise show. She's in pageants. She's getting ready to be in a big time pageant pretty soon here in Pittsburgh, and then
Well, let me wish her good luck.
yeah,
Mariah Torres.
well, she got the Karma, Pittsburgh Sports Line Karma.
She's working it.
Yes, she is.
Can't beat that. And just hanging with Smoking Jim Frazier. Yeah, it shows Smoking with Jim Frazier.
Yeah.
Can't beat it, buddy.
I'm excited.
Wow. What else do you got going on? We got a few minutes here.
Wow.
What other shows you got going on? We got boxing coming up here. There's
Well-
boxing on my birthday.
That's right. And
You'll be in Monroeville for
well,
boxing.
I'll be in God's country on your birthday, and happy birthday to you. Proud of you, brother. I always thought your birthday was in October. Never knew it was June 30th.
I've
It
always
slipped
said
by
it's
me.
June 30th. You always said happy birthday to me. You must have had a mental block.
Yeah, probably so. But
I said we're both Cancer.
that's
Sign
true.
Cancer
That's
in the
true.
sky.
That's true. But for some reason, it's stuck in my mind October. But
Two of my sisters are born in October.
maybe that's where I got it from.
Hope on the 1st and Joy on the 31st.
First, that's one on each end of the month.
Yeah. Probably threw you off.
Yeah, it definitely did. But great fight card in Monroeville. Anytime the lumberjack is fighting, you know,
Greg Rudolph.
the white Mike Tyson, and he's doing great in business. He has his own vitamin line coming out pretty soon.
He's been posting it.
Yeah, and it's and he's selling cars like crazy, and he's one of the featured fighters out in Monroeville, and I wish him the best of luck. He's in great shape, but he's always got a broken arm or a bad shoulder or something because of the
He'll
effort that he
overcome
gives. Yeah, so exciting fighter from bell to bell.
Yeah.
He goes. So we'll see. Yeah, we'll see.
You know any of the other fighters are on there? Did you hear
I
that?
think
or-
Amani Everhart is fighting. He's
Undefeated.
he's being handled by Jimmy Savetic and
Victor Olive.
Olive. So he's on that card.
And Victor Olive owns Watson Chevrolet, where Greg Rudolph works.
Yeah, it's nice. I didn't see when I was out
Did you
there.
get
I
a
didn't see
car?
Victor.
Did
No,
they
you know-
work you for a car?
You know what? I was looking at the brand new Chargers.
Whoa.
Yeah, I was looking at the brand new Chargers.
That would be you.
Yeah, I would love to have I would love to have something like that.
You know
but
what? You
I'm
got
a
to come
Chevy
up
man.
with some cash.
Yeah, I'd have to come up with. I have to part with some cash.
Some
but-
serious money.
Yeah.
You got to quit
but-
betting.
Yeah. Well, but but yeah, if I do need one, I'm sure that Greg can give me a good deal. He's just an honest lumberjack, and so hopefully things will work out for him. And in the big time professional ranks, I lost a little bit of money this past weekend.
What happened?
I had the Russian beating Ward, and Ward knocked him out in the 8th round.
How did that happen?
Ooh, still don't know. Never thought he beat the Russian twice.
You don't think boxing's fixed at all?
Well, sure looked fixed that night.
Okay, because
Yeah.
I'm just asking. I just heard there were some low blows in the fight.
There were some low blows, and there was a referee that stopped the fight real quick. Looked like Kovalev was going down. He didn't go down, but it looked like he bent over because of the, about 8 low blows to the cup.
8?
And at least, and the referee went over, and I'm thinking he's going to give him 5 minutes to recover, and he waved it off and says, "Fight's over." He
Get
couldn't
out.
protect himself,
From low blows.
and the referee admitted after the fight he made a mistake.
He did.
Yeah, he did. He came out and admitted it. So if Don King would have been involved, I know the fix was in, because Don King used to handle his own referees. He used to put his own referees in
Yeah,
there.
but there could be a fix regardless.
Yeah, it sure looked like
It sure sounded like it from the guys were reporting on what they saw of the fight.
Yeah,
Said those low blows were tremendous.
yeah. And then Ward must have took a few hits to the head, because after the fight he announced that he's moving on to heavyweight, and he wants the big heavyweight that beat.
I can't keep
Klitschko
track
brothers.
of all
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, so and this guy's 6'6", 260 pounds, and Ward said, "I want you."
Well, it'll be easier to hit him in the cup if he's 6'6".
Yeah,
Right?
that's right.
It's a shame that boxing has sunk to so low levels here.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Well, you got. I'm putting a lot of money on McGregor to knock out Mayweather.
How come you're the only one?
Well, I don't know if I'm the
Because
only
I see,
one if they're paying
I
me
see that
$75
out.
million.
I see that out in Facebook. You're like the only one.
I've been
even
getting
talking.
beat up on that,
Yeah, you're looking terrible.
but I believe him. Anybody that's had.
I'm worried you're weakened from your quadruple bypass.
Well, I grew up having probably over 500 street fights, so I know a street fighter when I see it.
Yeah.
And any counter puncher who lays against the ropes don't do well against street fighters, and that's what McGregor is. He's bringing it, man. He's throwing.
Yeah, but can he actually connect with some punches? Because he got the reach, but how's he going to connect with Mayweather?
Human windmill, and this ain't the same Mayweather. He's been retired for 2 years. Father Time beat him down.
Mayweather can still play defense.
I don't know. 2 years? He's going to be rusty.
It doesn't even matter. The guy's coming after him. He's like this and that, moving to the side, left, right.
You're underestimating Irish.
No.
Not American Irish. We're talking about a guy from Ireland. He's not going to get beat. They're tough. They're
To
extra
me,
tough.
Conor McGregor is one of the greatest fight promoters that I've ever heard and seen
Wow.
in MMA.
Wow.
He's great at promoting a fight.
Yeah.
I've watched him for years. And he produces in MMA.
You don't
This
think
is boxing. I haven't seen him really box or punch much in MMA.
You know, I say, he's heavy-handed though. When he hits you, you're gone. He's a softball with a left
Well,
that's
that
one
adds
of the best ever
something.
seen.
That adds something to it. But Mayweather's a great defensive fighter. You've told me that and sworn to me what a great defensive player Mayweather is.
But he's great.
Why would he drop like that?
You know what Roberto Duran told me one time when I was sitting next to him?
I have no idea because I didn't know you were sitting next to him.
Yeah, I sat next to him at
And he said no mas.
with Sugar Ray Norris. Sugar Ray Norris was fighting out in Washington, PA. And I sat next to Roberto Duran after I met him the day before at 3rd Avenue Gym. And Roberto Duran told me the 2 guys that gave him the hardest fights was the second Sugar Ray Leonard fight in the Pazienza fight.
Whoa,
Because
our
he's-
man.
Because as a boxer, you're used to guys who's coming in and you can set down on your punches. But when you got rabbits in there, or you got guys that are throwing punches
From everywhere.
from everywhere, you as a professional boxer, you can't really get your timing together. And that's why I'm saying anybody that's a true street fighter will never lose to a counterpuncher. McGregor's going to sprint across the ring, and he's going to hit for 2 rounds. He's going to hit Mayweather with everything, including elbows and
How's
low
he going to
blows.
connect?
That cup don't move, brother.
The defense.
That head may move, but that
Yeah.
cup don't move, and that body
one
don't
of the
move.
greatest defensive fighters of our era.
Nobody went to the body like McGregor's going to go. The body don't move. You can move that. You can move that milk dud head all you want, brother. But that body don't move, man. The street fighter, McGregor's all he wants to do is hit something, and he's going to hit something.
Wow. I don't know, Smoking Jim. I got to disagree with you there.
And he's
not going to connect a lot.
And he's going to have Mayweather running like a chocolate bunny, brother.
No way. No way.
Listen, when you retire for 2 years, you ain't used to getting hit, man. And he's never been hit with a guy that can hit like McGregor, and he's never been hit. I bet you Mayweather's never been to Ireland. You go to Ireland, it's a different breed of guys over there. They tough, man. Tough. Windmill fighters over there.
Smoking
Ireland.
Jim, I think you're embellishing a lot of this stuff for your sensationalism.
I got money on it.
Well, no doubt about it. Nobody's betting on Mayweather.
I got
Got to
30
put up
to
1,000 to make 100.
I got 30 to 1
With
odds
Mayweather,
already,
you got to
man.
put 1,000 to make 100. That 100 you put out there can make 3,000. So why would you do that? It doesn't make any sense with the betting. The betting line is out of control.
Put me up to a polygraph, and I'll tell you what, I'm really believing McGregor can win this
We
fight.
got the police station right there.
I don't want to see that.
I think we'll hook you up right after this show.
No.
I'll
Take me to Maury. Maury got a lot of
I'll take you
tattoos.
up. I'll take you up right after the show here. The friends of ours will hook you up. Tell us your real government name. That thing will be beeping like crazy.
Oh, heck yeah, I'll never get out of that.
I know.
I'll never get out of that cell,
And
bro.
can an Irish guy knock one of the best defensive fighters out ever?
This is not a fighter. This is Joe Louis coming out of retirement. This is Sugar Ray Leonard coming out of retirement. This is
What are they fighting
Mike
for? How
Tyson's
many
coming out of-
millions?
McGregor's getting at least $75 million, and Mayweather is 100 plus
It's a heck of a payday.
to get knocked out. There's no way. Listen, with Las Vegas
Yeah.
is run by Macaroni Tony, and there's no way they're going to let Mayweather break Marciano's record. No way. No way. You got the inside information right there. What happened to Larry Holmes when he got close to Marciano's
Barry
record?
Bonds hit 73 home runs on drugs.
That wasn't Marciano.
They said they'd never break that record. They let him break the record. Records
What's
are made to be broken now.
Marciano's record will never be broken, and what's the record in baseball you always talk about will never be broken?
56-game hitting
By
streak.
who?
Joe DiMaggio.
There you go.
That won't be broken.
Joe and Marciano got a lot in common, brother.
They got nothing. 49 here. 49 and 0, 56. There's a discrepancy of 7. What did they teach you at Gateway? Your math is way off. And they were both 2 Italian guys, so they
That's
don't
it.
care about anybody else.
That's it. That's the thing.
Uh,
That's who runs Las Vegas.
Doesn't matter now. They could care less about a record like that.
Really?
49 and 0. That was a heavyweight. This isn't a heavyweight fight.
McGregor hits like a heavyweight.
It doesn't matter. He's
And
no
he's
heavyweight.
Irish. And he's Irish, brother.
You're just a fan of what he says. He's a great salesman. I like how he promotes a fight.
And he got the playoff beard.
Yeah, well, he can promote it, that's for sure. Well, I stand against you. Floyd Mayweather. It's hard to watch him fight. It'd be hard to watch this one till after the replays when I can see him missing all those punches that are thrown at him.
Well, of all everything I've ever bet and lost in my lifetime, I lost more money collectively against Floyd Mayweather than I had Arturo Gotti beating him. I lost bad. I had De La Hoya, even though De La Hoya beat him, didn't get the decision. And I put everything I had on Canelo, and Floyd beat him to death. So, so
now you're going against Floyd.
No, I bet against him on all those fights.
And you're still betting against him.
I'm still betting against him.
I smell a streak. The streak is still alive for Smoking Jim Frazier. You heard it here. He likes to bet and he likes to lose. So he picked another loser, even if he's an Irish loser.
Well, 2 years ago, don't forget, I bet every game on Golden State Warriors, and they went 73-9. So I made more money. I made enough money for 10 years of losing to Floyd. So I made it up in 1 year.
Doubled up on those losses, those 9 losses. They cost you dearly.
That's true.
You went crazy with that. Well, we went a little crazy tonight with going to Smoking Jim's Gambling and bet the Irishman against Floyd Money Mayweather. I don't know. I'm still going with money. I don't care what Conor throws at him. He can throw everything, even a couple kicks, and they'll rule him out of order. So he won't be able to use all the skills that he has, and that bothers me. So, well, thanks for watching our show, folks. Appreciate all of you. And please stay Joey strong.